was thinking it was like 7:45. Nope, 8:00. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday, kings and queens.
Hello.
Hey, Queen Vanita.
Hello, hello.
Two Chicks and Chat family. What's up? I like to share. Hope everyone had a wonderful and peaceful day today. We did, Queen. How are you? Hey, Leonica. She says, hey, Tan and Carl. Like and share. Happy Sunday. Thank you. Hey, Tammy. Tammy says hello to everyone.
Hello, Queen.
Hey, Ayana. She says, hey, liked and share. Thank you, Queen. Leonica says, happy Sunday to everybody. Happy Sunday. Ayana says, hey, Leonica. Leah Love and Laugh says, hello, Two Chicks fam. Hey. And she says, hello, Two Chicks family. She says, hi, Leonica. Leonica says, hi, Leah Love and Laugh. How are you? She says, I liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Hey, the Relaxation Station. How are you? Hey, Sunshine. She says, happy Sunday, everybody. Hey, Knit and Crochet. She says, hey, everybody. Hey, Geraldine. Geraldine says, hello, my good people. Hey, Jazz. She says, hello, everyone. I hope y'all had a blessed Sunday, liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Hey, C. Smith. C. Smith says, hello to everybody. Hey, Simply Precious. She says, hello and good evening. Hey, Barbie. Barbie says, hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Hey, my Keisha. She says, hello from Tennessee in the building. Hey, Kim. She says, hi, I liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Danny. Danny says, happy New Year, everyone. Shouting out from Cali. Happy New Year. Hey, it's Cheryl. It's Cheryl says, happy Sunday, all. Lindsay, I'm not sure what you are talking about. Can y'all make a list of the places and post it? What places, Queen? Hey, A. Hamilton. She says, hey, liked and shared. Thank you. Hey, Nita. Nita says, hey, family in chat. Jardine, hi, Leonica. Bianca, hey. She says, hi, everyone. Happy Sunday. Hey, Robin. Robin says, hello, everyone. Hey, Short Lady C.
Hey, Short Lady C. Hey, Queen.
Hey, and Carl in chat.
Hey, Queen.
Hey, Williams. Williams says, good evening, everyone. Holden with the Holden says, hi. Hello. Hey, Queen Pat. She says, I liked and shared. Thank you. Hey, LaVon. LaVon says, hi, ladies. Happy Sunday. Long time no see. How are you, Queen? Hey, Teresa. Teresa says, hey, Two Chicks and family.
Hey.
Live, Love, and Laugh says, happy Sunday. Hey, Miss B. She says, hey, Two Chicks family. Hey. Hey, Hustling Helen. She says, hello, everyone. I liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Sure Lady says she's doing really good. That's good to hear.
Hear that.
Leonica says, love your hair tan.
Oh, thank you.
She says, hey, Helen. Short Lady C. She says, hey, Teresa. Hey, Queen Ursula. She says, hi, Carl Tan, and all happy Sunday. Liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Kelly. New subscriber here. Hello, Queen. Welcome.
Hey, welcome.
Hey, Queen Lillian. Happy Sunday. Hey, the real yellow girl. She says hello to everybody. Hey, Queen. Happy Sunday, everybody. Y'all come on in, hit the like button, and make sure you share the video. We almost at 150,000. We almost there, y'all. So let me tell you how many people we slacking. Let's see. We are slacking 40 people. We have 149,960 subscribers. So we only need 40 to make it to 150,000.
Yes.
So thank y'all so much. If you have been sharing us, sharing our videos, our information, links, inviting your people over here to our platform, thank y'all so much.
We appreciate it. We really do.
Almost there, everybody.
We are.
Hey, Queen Sherry. She says, hey, beautiful queens. Blessings to you both. Thank you.
Thank you.
Teresa says, hey, Short Lady C. Short Lady C said, everybody hit the like button and share.
Thank you.
Leonica says, hey, Lillian. Short Lady C says, welcome to all the new subscribers. Lillian says, hey, Leonica, how are you doing? Teresa says, hey, Short Lady C. Shani says, I am subscribed just now. Welcome, Queen.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Shannon says, give these ladies the likes, good people. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Miss B says, yes, sharing and sharing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Helen says, hey, Leonica. Leonica says, I'm hanging in there. She says, how are you? Hey, always learning. She says, good evening. I'm off the prolific wait list. When I applied before, my motor vehicle was rejected. I realized I wasn't wearing my eyeglasses in the photo I sent. All right, that's good.
Okay. All right, Queen. Congrats.
Yes.
Congrats.
Leonica says, hey, Teresa. Lillian says, hey, Teresa. Teresa says, wow, congratulations, two chicks. Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you.
But we could not have done it without you guys sharing the lies and the information. So we greatly appreciate that.
And thank y'all for showing up and just helping us get the word out there on what we are trying to do. We really appreciate it.
Shannon says, congrats, always learning. Lillian says she's doing good, just maintaining. Hey, Queen Beatrice. She says, happy Sunday, guys, girls in chat, liked and shared. Hey, Queen Carla. She says, good evening, two chicks in chat, liked and shared. Hey, thank you, Queen. Hey, Queen T. She says, hello. Hey, Katina. She says, hello, good evening. I liked and shared. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Stephanie. She says, hey, everyone. Hey, Leonica. Short Lady C says, congrats, always learning. The Real Yellow Girl says, has anyone heard an update on Neon? I heard they have taken it down again. No new update, Queen. I haven't heard anything from them since last year. Hey, Queen Julia. She says, hi, everyone. She says, I'm finally commenting on y'all's YT channel.
Thank you, Queen.
See, T, she said the screen and the chat look different because your little friend over here called herself putting us on this vertical and horizontal. I'm like, I don't know what that is. So that's probably why it look different. Your friend over here, Tanjika, always up to something.
It's saying it, so I tried it. I mean, if y'all don't like it, we won't do it again. But I just wanted to try to see what it does.
Yeah, she wanted to try and see what it looked like. So I didn't know it was gonna look. So it looked like this on the screen on what they seeing. This over here.
They can see it in two different aspects. So if you on your phone, instead of it going crossways, now it can go up and down. So it's phone friendly.
Okay.
I just want to see. Hey, you never know. Hey, y'all.
All right.
Carol just along for the ride.
You're right. I'm just sitting over here on the passenger side. Teresa, she says, hey, Leonica and Lillian. Leonica says, I understand, Lillian. She says, how are you feeling, T? T says, are y'all streaming from somewhere different? No, we in the same place, Queen. Your friend over here. This one over here want to try something different. Leonica says, good evening, Carla. And she says, hey, Stephanie. T said, oh, okay. Sonia says, good evening, everyone liked and shared. Carla says, hey, Leonica. And she says, hey, sis. And hey, Lillian. T says, no, it's fine. Lulu says, hi, ladies. April says, hey, everyone. Hey, April. Hey, Lulu. Welcome in, Queens. Always Learning says, thank you, Shannon. Cat Star says, hey, two chicks in chat. I'm peeking out from Tan's bookcase for tonight. All right. Laugh out loud. Come on now.
Yes. It's fun up here. It's fun up in here. Come on. The bookcase is boring. You see the same people. Come on here and see some new people, girl.
And Carla said, I thought I was tripping when I saw the screen. Like, where am I? See, I didn't know y'all could see it. I thought it was, if you was on the phone, it was only going to show that one over there. And then if you're on the computer, the big screen. But Lillian says, hey, Carla. Hey, Blue Sky. T says, yes, you have two different live options. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I told you. And you could do them both at the same time. So I was just trying them. Hey, y'all.
Cat Star, she says, hey, Leonica. Miss B says, oh, now I understand. I thought it was a tape. Teresa says, you are on 2 lives.
Yes, that's what it said this counts as 2. I don't know.
Kind of just want to try it today, I guess. Say, hey, we here now, Teresa. I guess we're going to have to try it. I was forced to do this. Hey, Snoopy. Snoopy says, hey, good to be here. Welcome. Teresa says, it's fine. Carla says, hey, Stephanie, and hey, T. Blue Sky says, peace, happy Sunday, blessed, safe, prosperous week to all. Thank you, Blue Sky. Happy Sunday to you. I always learn to say, it looks okay. The backgrounds look up close. The bookcase doesn't look far away.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sure, lady C. Go ahead, Queen. She says, I have $420 on solitaire cash, $29,000 on fetch, and $300,000 on rewarded play. Okay, girl. Congrats. Carla says, hey, Helen. Julia says, liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Go ahead, sure, lady C, with your bad self. What is solitaire cash? Have we heard of that one?
Yeah.
She said they can see you clearly and I am behind the comments.
Oh.
Hey, Drea. How are you, Queen? Happy Sunday. We gonna get it together.
You switched me to the bottom. You switched yourself to the bottom. Maybe I don't know what happened.
This how it was when I popped on here.
Oh.
I don't think so. Nope.
I can see, I see the comments on top of my head.
Okay. I don't see nothing. They over here where they normally be for me on the side of the page.
You probably got it blocked.
Okay. Maybe so. I don't know. Leonica says she has 281 on PayView points. She cashed out 222 on Money Time, cashed out 6 cents on Crazy Click, 863 on Free Cash, 57 on Bling. She said this one is a 3-hour cash out game. 605 on MSR Fetch. She has 5,000 points. And Play Rewards, she has 14 cents. All right, congrats. Yay. Congrats, Queen. Helen says, hey, Carla. Hey, Nick. Nick says, hey, Kings and Queens. Hope everyone had a great night and congrats on everything in advance. Ready for these gems.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Queen.
Carla says, congrats, Leonica. Leah Loveland says, I think Carl is on the regular screen like us over here. Leonica says, thanks, Carl and Tan. And she says, thanks, sis, Carla. You ready to get started?
Yep, I am. All right, y'all. For those of you who,
I said, we know you're so eager.
Oh, for those of you who are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you who are not new, welcome back and thank you for joining us again. I am Tangie.
And Tangie is the GOAT, and I am Carol.
And Carol is the GOAT, and together we are two chicks with a side hustle. On this channel, we post work at home jobs, side gigs, and side hustles. We do these lives to help you get started on your work from home journey. If you are new to working from home, if you are not new to working from home, we help you maximize your time and your money. So basically what we do is we help you find remote jobs as well as side gigs and side hustles. And what side gigs and side hustles are: things that you can do in conjunction with a full-time job, or if you want to combine a bunch of these side gigs and side hustles to create a full-time income, that is possible also. So again, these are things that don't require an interview. You are not bound by any supervisor or anything telling you you have to do this now. You basically do it on your own time. It is great if you are one of those people who don't like to be tied down to a traditional job. And it does, again, provide ways for you to provide for your family without having a full-time traditional job. There are kings and queens in this chat in our community who do these side gigs and side hustles full-time and earn a great income. So if you are new, grab a pen and a piece of paper, because there will be a lot of knowledge dropped in the chat. There are kings and queens here who are ready to share information to you, for you, and to you. They are ready to provide tips and strategies for you. So if you are new, grab a pen and a piece of paper, write these things that we talk about down tonight, go and research, come back on Wednesday or Sunday. Those are the days we are live, and ask away, ask questions, ask about the strategies, and go try some of these things for yourself. They do create streams of income in your home. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat. The only dumb question is the one you don't ask. If you've made any money, gotten a new interview, gotten any good news this week, put it in the chat so we can celebrate you. Carol will be reading the chat. We will be talking about those 25 companies who provide equipment at the end of the chat. At the end of the live. If you are looking for equipment and you don't have equipment, make sure you stay tuned, because these 25 companies that we will talk about now will provide you with equipment. All right, Carol.
Nick says, you all are welcome. Leonica says she got 300 points on an app called Vexa. Never heard of that one. Lillian says, congrats to you, Leonica. Shore Lady C says, congrats. Queen Julia, she says she has 1770 on Tester. Congrats. Leonica says, thanks, Shore Lady C, and congrats to you as well. Hey, Queen Tamika. She says, good evening, fam. Carla says, congrats, Shore Lady C, and she says, good evening, Tamika. Shore Lady C says, thanks, Carla. Leonica says, good evening, Tamika. Queen Pat says, thanks, Leonica. Got on pillar 8 out 32. I got 25, not yet, but y'all updated. Okay. Short Lady C, she says, hey, Tamika. Teresa says, congrats, Julia. Tamika says, Leonica, good evening. Congrats. Make sure, bless you. She says, thumbs up the live stream and share. So now we are at 59 subscribers, 59 subscribers away from 150. So y'all make sure to share this video so that we can hit 150,000 subscribers so that we can give away these laptops. I got one right here. Right here, somebody's gonna get this one. Or something similar. If you don't get this actual one, you'll get one similar to that one. Hey, my Wilkerson, how are you, Queen? She says, hey, Tan Curl, happy Sunday. Hey. Tamika says, hello, short lady C. Leonica says, thanks, Tamika. T says, God bless you, Tan. April says, bless you. Short lady C says, bless you, Tan. So if anybody here has any good news that they want to share with the family, y'all be sure to put it here in the chat so that we can celebrate you. I know somebody made some money over the weekend, whether it was playing a game, mystery shop, taking a survey, doing one of the task-based sites. We are nosy and we want to know who has made money, or if you had got an email from a company, maybe you have an interview coming up this week or next week or sometimes this month, put it here in the chat. Julia says, thank you, Teresa. Teresa says, you're welcome. If anybody have any questions, and if you are new here and you are trying to start working from home, let us know that as well. At Home with Joyce has started with Prolific, approved 250, and she has 90 waiting for approval.
All right. All right.
Starting with Prolific.
All right. So you want to talk about Prolific?
We know you're so eager to talk about it.
All right. We are going to talk about Prolific. This is one of the side gigs and side hustles, Carol. She know I be eager to talk about. So Prolific is a survey site. And if you are new, yes, you can earn money with survey sites. We have kings and queens who are earning money with survey sites. Prolific is not like your regular survey site. Regular survey sites, usually you do like items, maybe you survey, retail places, things like that. Prolific is for people who are there. The people who are providing the surveys are usually getting their PhD. They're doing some type of medical, educational, or some research, and they need this survey for part of their quantitative data. So data research. So they look for people like you and I to take these surveys. Now, they pay a little bit more than the regular surveys. And by a little bit, I mean a lot more than the regular surveys. It is not unheard of for people to make $50 a day on Prolific. So if you are looking for a great survey site, one that you can earn good money on, try Prolific. Now, again, they are hiring, or they're hiring, they pick you from the waiting list. So if you fill out and you do not hear from them, do not be alarmed. You will be on the waiting list. There are some people who don't get off the waiting list. There are some people who get on the waiting list and get off really quickly. It just depends. We don't know how they pick, but they do hire you from the waiting list. And also, once you get off the waiting list, make sure you fill out your profile completely. And this is with all of the sites we talk about. You will have to fill out your profile because they don't know what to match you with if you don't fill out the profile. So if you get on with Prolific, make sure you fill out the profile completely and you are being thorough when filling it out.
And I did put the link for Prolific here in the chat. Number 15 is Prolific. Also look at number 16. They are just like Prolific. 16 is Cloud Research. Both of them have wait list or a waiting list. So number 16, Cloud Research. I'm going to repost the link in here. April says, I'm hoping that I'm lucky enough to win. My laptop is on its last leg. Oh, never know, Queen. We got three more to give away. April says, congrats to Callie Stewie. She's laughing. Teresa says, congratulations at home with Joy. Leonica says she passed the PC scan with Worker Solutions. Just have to pick a client to work for. All right. Worker Solutions is hiring for the text client, and they do have another one I saw the other day. I think it's booking hotels or something like that. Let me see. Congratulations, Leonica, on Working Solutions. And this one is a no interview company. So they do have TurboTax. They also have luxury hospitality sales and customer service. This one, you are assisting callers with hotel reservations and booking confirmations. So look at number 6. Beginner friendly company, everybody. If you are new here, take a look at Working Solutions. Now, they are state specific, so please check to see if they hire in your state. It's only like a few states that they don't hire in. California, I know, is one of them. Julia says, I'm trying to start working from home. My job closed down unexpectedly. What type of job, Julia? Let us know here in the chat. Carla says, congrats again, Leonica. Ayana says, I just got out the wait list. All right, Queen. Got somebody else that got out. Go ahead.
All right.
Congrats. Leonica says, thanks so much, sis Carla. Tamika says, Leonica, awesome news. Congratulations again. Lillian says, congrats, Leonica. She says, thanks. And she says, thanks, Tamika. Ayana says, I heard a lot of people talking about Everrise laid people off. Really? Might have been the client. I think they operate kind of like Next Rep, Lorica, and some of the other companies. So it may have been the client.
Yeah. So when y'all get hired at those companies like a Everrise, a Alarica, Working Solutions, Live Ops, Omni Interactions, who else, Carol? Next Rep.
Alorica. Yeah, Next Rep. Conduin, I think they the same way. Yeah. I think they have like different companies under their umbrella that they are contracted through or with, partner with.
These companies have companies in which they contract with. So let's say, for instance, I work for Alarica and they have a contract with Shop NBC. They hire you to work for Shop NBC through their company. So if they lose the contract with Shop NBC, then either they have to place you on another contract or you get laid off. So make sure if those are the type of companies you want to work for. Right. So don't go in thinking, hey, I work for Shop NBC, but you really work for Alorica and they will terminate the contract and then you lose your job. So make sure you're aware of that.
Yeah. And I don't think people are.
But we have people who that's how they like to work. It's no, they like that type of thing. And I have done that type of work. So it's all about preference.
Yeah. Leonica, she says, thanks, Tan and Carl. You're welcome. Tamika says, my pleasure, Leonica. Nick says, congratulations, Leonica. Julia says, I was an appointment setter working from home. So are you looking for the same thing, Julia? Or just any type of work from home job? Let us know, Queen. Hey, Jack. Jack says, hi, Tan and Carl. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Welcome. Hey, Polo Lonnie. She says, hi there, Carl, Tan, and everyone in the chat. Hope all is well. I liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. And if anybody else has any good news that they want to share with the family, y'all be sure to drop it here in the chat. Queen T says, Julia, have you tried Playo? Playo is a good one. I used to work for that one. They are 1099, Julia. So if you're looking for a 1099 company and you want to check them out, just let me know, Queen, and I'll put the link here in the chat.
And if you are new here, please type "I'm new" in the chat and we can help you get started for what you are looking for, what type of position you are looking for. Please help let us know in the chat.
Hello, Lonnie. She's got a testimony. All right, Queen. Come on up here. I got 6 reveal mystery shops through GigSpot for $30 each.
All right.
All right, girl.
All right.
Congrats.
Congrats, Queen. And if you are interested in GigSpot, if you are interested in mystery shopping, period, please check out GigSpot. And if you are not familiar with GigSpot, GigSpot is a mystery shopping company, and it is a umbrella app, just like we talked about those umbrella companies earlier. It is an umbrella app where a lot of different mystery shop companies will place their shops on. GigSpot has telephone mystery shop, as well as web mystery shop, as well as in-person mystery shop. It is a great mystery shop company. They have apartment shops as well as audits. So if you can count to 100, then you can perform these shops. And a lot of times that we are conditioned to think that we need to make money hourly. A lot of these things we talk about are task-based, meaning you are paid per task. And now what people are finding out, that getting paid per task is sometimes more lucrative than the hourly pay. For instance, with GigSpot, there are what we call audit shops. Audit shops may take you 20 to 30 minutes to do, and you can do a couple in an hour. So that's between, I think, $30 to $40 in an hour. Some of us don't have the skills that will provide $30 and $40 an hour. So again, the task-based things are great to have if you are looking for flexible things, and also if you are not willing to do hourly things for extra income. Okay.
And I did put the link here in the chat for GigSpot. And like Tan said, it's a good egg, guys. You don't have to do no interview. You don't need a resume. This one, you can just literally start. So if you are looking for extra income, take a look at GigSpot. The link is in the chat. They do have the telephone mystery shop. So if you don't want to leave the home, you don't have to. So it's a good one. 2026, we will not be broke, because we are going to come from behind that bookcase and fill these baskets up. Jazz says, Alorica said I passed my assessment and they were going to give me a call for an interview, but I never heard from them. How long ago was it, Queen?
Yeah.
I will reach back out to the recruiter. Knit and Crochet says, congrats, Leonica. Joy says, I'm new. Welcome. Julia says, I like appointment setting, not customer service. Okay. Let me say one of the jobs, one of the companies on tonight's video is appointment setting.
I think so. That's what I was gonna say, but I'm not really sure.
Leonica says, I forgot to mention, I also got accepted with the company Rent a Cyber Friend. Okay, girl, congrats. Shani says, where is a good place to start to get into healthcare, work from home, when you do not have formal experience in healthcare? I have a ton of experience in telecom, supporting customers, and process defects.
I would say try for the entry level healthcare companies. Try for like a United Health Group, and we're going to talk about some of those tonight. Who else?
Cardinal Health.
Cardinal Health, American
Mm-hmm.
Specialty Health. Those are places that will hire you if you just have customer service experience. So I would try those. Carrie, you gonna write them in the chat, or
Yeah, I got them.
Carol will put them in the chat. So I would try those, and those usually will give you. They will give you a chance if you don't have any healthcare experience, but you have customer service experience.
I posted a company on here like a few days ago, Queen, and on the thumbnail it says 500 agents. That company is a healthcare company, and I think you only need like 6 months of customer service experience. And they also provide equipment. So you may want to go back and check out that video that I dropped. And I did put the other companies here in the chat. I'm gonna say Queen Pollard because I might mess up the first part. She says remote nights and weekends. Now, if you are looking for non-phone Queen, take a look at the video that went up on the channel today, and then I think I dropped one. Let me see, a couple of days ago. It says overnight non-phone. We got a lot of non-phone, no interview, overnight. Most of the ones that say overnight, you can pretty much work them whenever you want to. The video that went up today is 4 companies on there. You can pretty much work those whenever you want to. And then go back a couple of days to the overnight post. It's 4 companies on there. It says overnight, but you can pretty much work those whenever you want to. And now, if you are looking for phone jobs that's overnight, I would say look at Live Ops and look at Next Rep. Next Rep, Live Ops, and Lorica, they have a 24-hour client.
Yeah.
And I have all 3 companies on this list. So hang on. Julia says, what company? So the company, Queen, that I was working for is called Playo, where you are helping people that are diabetic. You are reminding them to take their medication. I'm going to put the link here, Queen, if you want to check them out. Lona says, thank you all. You're welcome, Queen. Sure Lady C says, welcome, Droid. Hey, so right. She says, hello, 2 Chicks and family. Liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Carla says, congrats, Polo Lunny. Lillian says, congrats, Polo Lunny. April says, congratulations. Hey, T Monique. She says, hey, Queens, and the rest of the fam here tonight. Welcome, Queen. Tamika says, Leonica, congrats. She says, sounds interesting. Polo Lunny says, thank you, Lillian. Ayana says, congratulations. Nubian says, hi, I've been on the channel YT only. I'm partially new. I'm interested in remote no phone. And also I need help with assessments. I failed the last one I took with T-Mobile. So for the no phone, Queen, we got a lot of them posted on previous videos. The video that went up today is no phone. Go back a couple of days, no phone. Most of the videos last week were no phone. And let us know like what was on the assessment, because they done changed them assessments so much since Tan and myself used to work from home. Leonica says, thanks. Got that one from Tan and Carl. Tamika. Short Lady C says, we need 39 more subscribers. So newcomers, please subscribe. And she says, thanks. Thank you. Hey, Queen Angela. She says, hey, good evening. Everyone, congrats on all the wins and potentials. Snoopy says, hey, I'm new in the chat. I would like to control my own hours. I homeschool my 2 kids, so I need something flexible. So Snoopy, video that went up today, flexible, and go back to last week. We've been dropping a whole lot of non-phone, no interview work when you want companies. T says, Julia, 2 Chicks will provide the link to Playo. Short Lady C says, congrats, Polo Lunny. Jazz says, I'm new. I'm looking for something part-time, no assessments. Be kind of hard, Jazz, to get around those assessments, Queen. Unless
I would try Verifast. They still hiring? Or no? Oh, they stay specific.
Yeah, they still hiring. Unless you want like a side hustle. But hard to get around them assessments because most of the companies, I would say at least 97% of them, you're going to have to take an assessment. Some of them, sometimes the assessments can be a little over the top because it might not be nothing to do with the job per se. I have seen some that were like just kind of outrageous. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with this job. But look at this company here. I'm not sure. I don't think they got assessments. I don't think. They are the first company on the list, Verifast. T Monique says, I have a testimony. I'm up to 277 on Prolific. That is over the last week. Mystery shopping isn't for me, but I wish it was. Congrats to everyone on their wins. All right, Queen. Congrats on the 277 on Prolific. Tamika said, Leonica, thank you, and I will ask them for more information. George says, looking for a work from home job. Let us know which type. We got a lot of companies that hire remote jobs. Now, if you are looking for non-phone, just check our channel. I have dropped so many non-phone videos last week, the week before, dropped one today, one a couple of days ago. But let us know, Droid. We also have the beginner friendly. So I would say if you are a beginner, start with this list of beginner friendly companies. I think about maybe 4 on here I have worked for. Tan has worked for some of them, and some of our queens here work for or are currently working for some of the companies on the list. Carla says, congrats on the cyber friend, Leonica. Tamika says, I would like to know more about rent a cyber friend. Brittany says, I'm definitely looking for a work from home job that is flexible and provides equipment. What type, Brittany? Lisa says, love you guys. So many options. Thank you, Lisa. Julia, I think it depends on the client. They have different companies under the Gig Spot umbrella. So I think it depends on the client. But weekly, I don't think so. But don't quote me on that because I've never done Gig Spot. But I don't think they pay weekly, Queen. If you are looking for a mystery shop company that pays within a week, I would say look at this one here. This one is Presto Shopper. This one, they have what they call Insta Shops, and the Insta Shops pay out 3 to 5 business days. But I'll put the link here for Presto Shopper, Queen, so you can take a look at that one. Leah Love and Land says, congrats, T Monique. Shanny says, got it. Brow Path. I don't think Brow Path is beginner. I mean, I would try them, Shanny. If you have some type of customer service experience, it won't hurt to try, Queen. She says, I think I caught that one and posted my app immediately. Okay. Last week, Jasmine, contact the recruiter tomorrow. Yeah, send them an email. Bianca says you are very welcome. She says thanks, sis. Knit and crochet. I didn't see it, Queen. Can you repost it? William says creative non-phone would be great. So take a look, Williams, at the videos from last week on the non-phone. We got a lot of non-phone. And make sure you go to our second channel if you have not done so, because we do post a lot of non-phone also over on that channel. Because we know everybody's looking for non-phone. I dropped the non-phone one today. Processing text documents, $840 a week. Non-phone, no experience. It is on our other channel. So if you are not subscribed, y'all be sure to hop over there and check out the companies. Shannon says, got him, just found it. Leah Loveland says, everyone remember how important it is to tailor your resume for every job. Thank you, Queen. The Callie says, I'm going to check those links out in a few. No problem. Okay, they showing up. Okay. Queen Elza says, low-key weekend, worked 38 hours on RWS, completed 3 gig spots this past week. Branded, she had 17 inbox, 15. Today was game day, from football to all the gaming apps. Okay, well, hey, you've been working, Queen, so you good. Congratulations. Now, Queen Angela here on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, she is one of the queens. She does a lot of side gigs and side hustles. And Angela, if you want to share with the queens and the kings here what you made December, November, please put it in the chat, Queen. Health Transit, hey, she says, hey, congratulations. Julie says, okay, I will check Playo. Okay, Queen. Tammy says, good luck, everyone. Hey, Cal Hyder. She says, hey. Nubian says, thanks. Mostly questions about dealing with the customers, but they switched them up and reword them, and it kind of confuses me. So what we tell people, Nubian, I know what me and Tan used to do. We would write the question down or take a screenshot, because you're right, they do reword them. So we would take a screenshot, and some of the companies, they only give you one time to take the assessment. Some of them do, some of them don't. So I'm not sure which companies you apply to, but if you have more than one time to take the assessment, I would say maybe screenshot the questions down. And I know it'd be them questions like, if you see somebody stealing, do you A, turn the other cheek? Do you B, steal with them? Do you C, tell the super? And I know most people are going to say they're not going to get involved. That's not the right answer. To them, that's not the right answer, because they're going to look at that like, oh, you're not going to get involved, so you're just going to let them steal from the company. You may be stealing too. That's how they're going to look at that. Now, we, of course, if I see somebody stealing, I work at a company, I get involved in that. That would be my answer. But to them, that wouldn't be the correct answer. So I would say screenshot it, Queen, or write them down. Write the questions down. And then maybe go back in. Try to write down your answers to the questions. And then the ones that you miss, if they show them to you, then you know, if it's that type of question, then you know that's not the answer. It is confusing. I ain't gonna lie. They have switched those assessments all the way up. And sometimes they don't even coincide with the job description. It's like, why am I doing math? And this is a customer service position. There is no adding or subtracting. I don't have to even do that with this job, but they'll have that on the assessment. Polo Lunny says, thank you. So Rice says, congrats, T. Monique. Short Lady C says, congrats. Julia says, okay. Tamika says, Miss Tan, can you tell me more about rent a cyber friend gig? Hang on, Tamika, because I'm going to have to look it up, Queen. T. Monique says, liked and shared. Carla says, Carl, I did a couple of shops on GigSpot last year, and I did one that paid 5 to 7 a day. Not sure which company. Laugh out loud. Leonica says, congrats, Angela. Nubian says, laugh out loud. Yes. Carla says, congrats to the surveyors, the gamers, and the side gig hustlers. Nubian says, thank y'all so much. T says, I'm definitely not getting involved. Right. But see, that's not the correct answer, T. That's the thing. Of course, no, you wouldn't get involved. But to them, it's like, that's not the correct answer. It's like you are helping them steal from the company. That's how they're going to look at it. Lulu says, hey, Carl and Chad. Hey, Queen. Tamika says, okay. Celia, hey, Queen. She says, hey, fam, liked and shared. Teresa says, you got that right. You funded Teresa. She said, you got that right, T, right. Denise says, I'm new here. I really appreciate all the work that you put into this channel for all of us. I'm a full-time caregiver for my mother. I'll be looking into the side gigs. She says, thank you again. Welcome, Queen Denise. I don't know, Stephanie. She said, what is going on with YouTube? I can't see certain comments. Because I couldn't see Knit and Crochet's comments. So I don't know.
Okay.
April says, I just liked and reposted. Okay, thank you, April. Hey, Queen Talandra. She says, good evening, everyone. Okay, so let me go look up. What was this? Rent a Friend? Let me see.
Oh, yeah, I remember. We talked about them before. I think.
What was it? Is this the one where you trying to be somebody's friend? Chat? Oh, yeah. So you are with this one. You're chatting to people. Maybe video call. I see video call on here. I think you chatting to people and it says that you can make money while doing so.
Oh, okay.
Rent a cyber friend. So if anybody wants to check out this one, I'll put the link here in the chat. Let me see. Sure Lady C, she says, welcome, Denise. And she says, please subscribe. She says, thanks. Lillian says, mine is doing the same thing. Celia says, I notice sometimes it depends on if you have top chat or live chat selected at the top, Stephanie. Always Learning says, I've taken assessments before for companies and temp agencies, and some, I think it's the same test. Is there a standard test a lot of companies offer? A lot have the same questions. Yeah, I think so too. Always Learning.
And I would say this, if you struggle with assessments, go on some of these AI platforms and ask them, hey, ask the AI, can you give me an example of assessment questions that may be on the assessment for Alarica, for whoever you're applying for? And maybe they can give you some example questions.
Yeah. Hey, Autism Mommy. Autism Mommy, she says, happy Sunday. Y'all show some love by liking and sharing this video.
Thank you.
Hey, Cordelia, she says hi.
Hey.
Tamika says thanks. Celia says Autism Mommy. She says, hey, girl. Jessica says, wow, that's a good idea.
Yeah. And you have to think outside the box. And of course, we all sometimes struggle with assessments. That's everyone. And some of us even people have test fear. People are fearful of taking tests, and that causes them anxiety and things like that. But you can think outside the box. Use some tools that can, help you. Use these AI platforms to your advantage. If you are weak in something, I'm weak with writing, business professional things. So I use AI a lot of times to help me curate my emails. I will write what I want to say, and I will get AI to curate a lot of things that I need to say to make sure that I'm saying them right. So if you have, things that you struggle with, use AI to help you. That it's no harm or foul in that. We don't have a mind that could uh, does everything for us. We are weak in some areas, and those areas you are weak in, you find where how you can be stronger in those things. Don't think that just because you aren't good at test taking that's the end all be all for you. No, figure out how you can get good at test taking, or figure out ways that you can make it manageable for you so that you can pass. And then, and I'm gonna just say this, if you feel like that you have, and I don't know if it has to be documented, and I'm not saying that this is true or whatever. If you feel like you have a true disability, like you don't do time test, like somebody's. Do you hear that?
Oh.
I don't know who set the alarm.
And knocked your train of thought out, huh?
Yes. So if you struggle with those things, again, do something about it. Don't yes, everything. My son opened the door and the alarm was on. So again, don't struggle. Use these tools. That is a good way to help you strengthen those areas that you are weak in. So
knit and crochet, she got a testimony. She says all the rest of my messages are showing up except my testimony. Brandy, she got 1252, Earn Star 1959, Pogo 466, Ibotta 4, Just Play 895. All right,
congrats.
Hey, Queen Nadia. Nadia says, good evening, ladies. Good evening, Queen. Nubian says, click the three dots upper right of your screen and change the chat filter to all messages. Shannon says, how much on average can you make with Outlier? I think that varies, Shanny, from person to person and project to project. Some of our queens and kings here were making anywhere from 2 to like 800 plus a week. And some of them were averaging even more than that. So an Outlier, I would say when they're hot, they're hot. And when they're not, they're not. That one kind of goes up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's an up and down thing with that one. I think one of their projects ended either last week or week before.
Yeah.
Somebody came on one of the lives and said, Short Lady C says, hey, Autism Mummy. Cordelia says, anyone make money with, are you saying respondent, Queen? I'm thinking that's what you're saying. I'm not sure, but let me know. And if that is what you're saying, yes, people have made money off of respondent. Yeah. Autism Mummy, she says, hey, Celia. William says, I deal with the test sphere. Nadia says, I'm so bad at times tests. They make me so nervous.
Yeah.
Ernest says, I don't struggle.
I know what I was saying. If you feel that you have a true fear of taking tests and it's a true, you feel disability, try to see if you can use some type of clause. And I don't know a lot about this, but I know like test taking anxiety is real, and you can use American Disabilities Act, that is a true disability, to get like more time to take the test and things like that. So if you suffer like that and it is written and proven, you can get exemptions and things like that to help you be able to pass. That's one of the things about the ADA rules. they do have to provide you accommodations under the American Disabilities Act. So if you are truly have test taking anxiety and things like that, please don't be afraid to contact them and tell them, hey, look, I have blah 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 going on. Is there a way I can take the test without the time or get more time or something like that?
Yeah. Always learning. She says, I don't struggle. It gets me thinking. Didn't they just ask me that question? I registered for a few temp agencies in a week and the same questions test after test.
Yeah.
Autism Mummy, she says, has anyone worked with direct interactions? What is the average time for a contract asking for a family member? Celia says, yes, Tan, I do the same thing to help word emails and text differently. Use AI to help me reword certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Joy says, Chat GPT is a great tool to use. Shannon say, everything okay over there, Tan?
Yeah, my baby.
Leonica, she says, hey, Autism Mommy. Leah Loveland, she says, boys. William says, be sure you use AI to assist. Use the right prompt so you get the best possible answer tailored to your needs. Tamika says, congrats. Hey, Wanda. Wanda says, hello, ladies. Carla says, hello, Autism Mommy. Always Learner says, I've used a computer since I was 11. The hardest questions are computer literacy questions. Sure Lady C, she says, congrats, knit and crochet. Shannon says, got it. Cordelia says, yes. April says, my issue is that I lose my voice if I speak for too long, so I pretty much have to have non-phone jobs. Okay, Queen. Cordelia says, Landmark University has most of the the TL for the time test. T Monique says, yes, the project I was on with Outlier ended. They sent out an email saying they would match me up with one as soon as one was available. She says, I have Prolific as my backup side gig and several others.
All right, Queen.
Another one. Teresa says, can I get an exemption from ADA so I don't have to write a resume? Seriously, don't know why I am so fearful of resumes. Teresa, you funny.
Teresa funny.
Leonica says, is it me or YouTube? But I can't see certain comments in the chat. Might be YouTube, Queen. I'm not sure. Cordelia says, please forgive me, but the dyslexia group for your statement can provide you with information on how to get test exemptions.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Pat says Gemini is a great tool to use. I think it's better than Chat GPT if you're looking for a job, but also if you want help with your resume and how to respond to certain jobs or side hustles. Shannon says for the resumes, it helps to create an outline of what work you performed for the most recent employers within the last 10 years.
Okay.
Teresa says, welcome to Savia. I think I said it right.
Okay. I'm going to look at Gemini. I just have never played with Gemini long enough. I think I'm going to work with Gemini this week.
Okay. Jordan says, I can't see certain comments either. I thought I was being ignored.
Oh, sorry, Miss Jordan. Okay.
Cordelia says, new phone and my word prediction. She said, is off. I am dyslexic.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Cordelia. I knew that there were some accommodations, but I'm not sure with the test. I'm probably gonna get familiar with it sooner or later, but I just didn't know. Perplexity. Okay.
April says Gemini is better in her opinion. T says, go to the top of the chat, change it from top chat to live chat, and you will be able to see all the comments. Nubian says, Leonica, click the three dots upper right corner and click the chat filter and change to all messages. Says, no, there are two lives, and that's why we can't see.
Oh, maybe because some people comment in the other live and not on this one.
Maybe
and that's
so. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they can. Okay, I see.
Wanda says, please let us know how it works for you. Celia says, Gemini and Perplexity. Oh, okay. I think that's what the queen was trying to say. Perplexity, she says, are great.
Okay.
It sure has got a testimony. Come on up here, queen. Product 2, 35 last week, 10 this weekend. Market force called to do a shop at the mall. They usually pays 9 to 11. They offered me 25. Okay. Go ahead, Charles. Congrats, queen.
And again, if you are a Product Tube, Product Tube is a mystery shop company, but it is where you take short videos, usually of products that are on the shelf. I had one where I took cough syrup, a picture of, I think it was Alka-Seltzer cold and flu on the shelf. Usually it is some product. Now, the thing with Product Tube is they do pay in Amazon gift cards, but we had one queen furnish her whole living room with that. We had queens buy groceries and kings buy groceries with the Amazon gift cards. There are so many things that you can, that you can use with those Amazon gift cards. So try Product Tube. It is a good side hustle.
Leona says, I did, and mine doesn't have that option. It might be because we are streaming. We in one place, but I think one of our videos is running like a short. Mm-hmm. Sherry says, I love Gemini. It's better than ChatGPT. It thinks deeper, if that makes sense.
Okay. I'm going to try it out this week. Oh, I really am.
So Rice says she found a deal in PayPal to get Perplexity Pro AI free for 1 year.
Okay. Let me go look at my PayPal.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, So Right. And thank you, Queen Sherry. Lula says, yes, just found out that there's 2 lives. Carla says, hey, Geraldine. Paula London says she uses Chat and Perplexity. She says she likes Perplexity better for some tasks than Chat GPT.
Okay.
Geraldine, she says, hey, Carla. Carla says, hey, Sherry. Tamika says, Miss Tam, Miss Carr, can I get the link for Prolific, or is it an app?
They do have an app, but Carrie, you got the link?
I get it. Queen, I'm going to put the list here, and they are number 15. Hey, Jackie. She says, hey, 2 chicks and fam. Short Lady C says, congrats, is Cheryl. Carla says, hello, AJ. Pat says, yeah, my comment, and I can see it, but it's a clear kind of. Jackie says, hey, sis, Carla. Cheryl says, while at the mall, I did another mystery shop with Bear. It paid $15. Best place, 75 cents. This week, I do handle a few gigs by phone shops, and I do a shop for CX Group. All right, Queen.
All right.
That's it, girl. Congrats. There is another good one. Cololani says, I got Perplexity free through my Walmart subscription. Okay. Shola says, do you have to download Gemini?
I don't think so.
I didn't think you did. I thought they was like, like Chat.
I think it's built in the browser.
Okay. And Pololana says she got it for a year. Celia says, so right, yes, I did too. That's the only reason I have Perplexity Pro. Laugh out loud, because I got it free for 1 year through PayPal. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, child. Leonica says, hey, and congrats, is Cheryl. Tamika says, thank you both. No problem, Queen. Teresa says, thank you for that info, Polo Lunny. Nubian says, yes. Miss A says, I started doing product tube and I enjoyed doing it. I made $20. All right, girl.
All right.
Congrats. And I did post the information for product tube, another side hustle, kings and queens. So just make sure y'all take a look at this one and get it in your basket. They pay out Amazon gift cards. Sonia says, I need to find out how I can change my resume. I have worked in the medical field for over 20 years, but I have autoimmune condition and I just can't handle a full-time job anymore.
So, Sonia, in the medical field, what did you do that did not involve the phone? What did you do? Because if the things that you didn't do, I mean, that you did that did not involve the phones, those are the things that you should highlight on your resume. If you want to get a job that is different from the job that you have, you need to read the job description and make your resume lean toward the job description. And I gave this analogy on the live. If I wanted to work at a customer service job and the only experience I had was I worked at McDonald's, I would not put on my resume that I mopped floors at McDonald's because it makes no sense if I'm trying to get a customer service job. Only going to talk about things on my resume that pertain to customer service. A lot of the things that you did over the 20 years that pertain to phone work, you shouldn't highlight on your resume. You should highlight those things that did not pertain to phone work, that pertain to the jobs that you are trying to get. So if you're trying to get an analyst role, you need to talk about how you solve problems. You need to talk about how you dealt with the data in your roles, how you enter data into the system, if you dealt with the system in any way, made changes, updated data, things like that. Highlight those type of things because the phone wouldn't be important. A lot of people tend to get a little confused when they are trying to switch careers or switch different job things, different job positions. So if I'm going from a phone to a non-phone, I don't want to highlight the phone things that I've done because they wouldn't be important at that time. I will highlight the things that were not phone related. So if you could think of those things, and think of those, over 20 years you have done a lot of things that were non-phone related. Think of those things and then look at some job descriptions and see what you can do.
Paula Luna, she says that's the only reason I got Perplexity because it was free. Akanoi, I hope I said it right. She says, how can I get into this gig? I am new. Which gig, Queen? We have talked about so many. Short Lady C says, okay, thanks. Pat says, I think Gemini only works if you have Android phone, but you can talk to Chat GPT like talking to a person, but it's really smart. It continues on to what you're talking about. It's a great help. Okay.
Yeah. It's built into the Google browser also.
Mrs. A, she says, thank you. Ishar says Tuesday is her daughter's birthday. She got the Amazon gift cards from Product Tool to purchase items. That was a good idea, Queen.
Good.
Happy early birthday to your daughter.
Yes.
Mrs. H, she says, thank you. Short Lady C says, congrats, Mrs. H. Teresa says, I'll be checking it out tonight, Polo Lunny. Ishara says, hey, Leonica and Short Lady C. She says, thank you. Sonia says she worked the front desk.
Okay. So a lot of that involving the front desk you did was non-phone. So I would basically highlight the systems that you used in the medical office. If you're trying to get out of the phone type things, I will highlight the systems that you used in the medical office, how you interacted with that system, how you solved problems with that system for customers. I mean, for patients as well as people in the office. So you need to highlight those type of things if you are looking to get off the phones. You need to be more of like a problem solving type thing.
Yeah. Mrs. A, she says, thank you, short lady C. Leonica says, hey, sis, Sherry. Celia says, you could even Google some resume examples for a specific job type description. Those have helped me in the past to look at actual examples of resumes for a specific job type. Leonica says, hey, Celia. She says, hey, sis, a jockey. She says, hey, sis, Sonia. Geraldine says, Sonia, I worked at a doctor's office as a nurse for 15 years. Okay. Leonica says, didn't know it was 2 lives going until I looked, laugh out loud. Celia says, hey, boo, Leonica. And Geraldine says, hey, Leonica, I finally see you. She says, I was in the other live and couldn't see other people comments. She says, hey, Geraldine. They have 2 lives going. Nubian says, happy birthday, princess. Sonia says, hello, Leonica. Paulana says, you're welcome, Teresa. Celia says, I was wondering where you were, Leonica. Carla says, yes, Leonica, one of my devices has 2 chicks up and down the screen, and the other one is going across. Laugh out loud. Sherry says, hey, sis, Leonica. Leonica says, in the first live, laugh out loud, Celia. Hey, Poise Purpose. She says, hey, Carol, Tan, and chat. I'm just getting on and we'll catch the replay. Leonica says, hey, Poise. So if anybody else has any good news that they want to share, y'all be sure to drop it here in the chat so that we can celebrate you guys. Or if anybody has any questions, because Tan is so eager, y'all, to answer y'all questions. Y'all drop the questions in the chat. Tan so eager. Y'all drop them questions in the chat. Carla says, hey, Poise. Ishara says, I also forgot I did a gig spot mystery shop for 40, which only took 20 minutes.
All right, look at that task base, 20 minutes, $40. Again, we are trained to work in an hourly manner. We are used to getting paid per hour. Think about these task-based things that we are talking about. A lot of them tend to pay more than hourly money. And again, there are enough of them to go around to create a stream of income.
Right. Get spot, everybody. Y'all be sure to get the egg in the basket. No interview, no resume is required. Can pretty much just do this in your own time, in between time, while you are waiting to hear back for a remote job. Get you a basket, fill it up with eggs, and the eggs are the side gigs and the side hustles. Tamika says, good night and thanks. Good night, Queen. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate that. So, y'all take a look at Gig Spot. Presto is another good one. One of our queens, she's not on here tonight, but Queen on We was getting 200 a day from Presto Shopper. This is another mystery shop company. They have a lot of on-site shops. One of the queens here in the chat, she made money from Bear. So I'm going to put Bear in here also. So look at Presto. I'm gonna drop Bear. Let me see. Queen Cynthia, she is signed up to like 150 mystery shop sites. Queen Ellen, she does a lot of mystery shops. Queen Dawn, she does a lot of shops for Gig Spot. Gig Spot has some of the easiest shops to me. They have a what they call audit shops, and with the audit shops, you are basically going into a store. It could be Burlington, it could be Ross, and they may tell you to go in the store and count t-shirts. Count 100 t-shirts on a certain rack or a certain rounder, and that's the mystery shop. You don't have to go in talking to nobody. You don't have to tell nobody that you're in here to count. None of that. You just simply go in the store pretending that you're going in there to shop, but you're not really going in there to shop. You're going in there to count. So if you can count to 100, you can make anywhere from $20 to $30 from those audit shops off of Gig Spot. And here is a list of mystery shop companies. Market Force, they are also a good one as well. So I'm going to put the link here. No, Short Lady, see, I had never heard of that one. Cash Cow. No, Queen, we hadn't talked about that one. Bear International, Pat, that one is a mystery shop company. I think they have like the bank shops. Over here dropping my mouse.
What happened over there?
Garrett dropped my little mouse on the floor. It keeps sliding off the desk. And I just got this mouse. I done dropped it already.
Oh Lord, no drop. Do we have anybody else have any more questions? Any more questions about the side gigs, side hustles, work from home?
Right. Leonica says she used the Cash Cow one in the past. She says it's legit. Blue says, hello, not new to the channel, but new to speaking in the chat, shared and liked the video. Thank you, Blue.
Oh, thank you.
We appreciate that. Lady C says she just wanted to know if it is legit. I had never heard of the Cash Cow. They got so many, Short Lady C. It's been popping up like crazy, like popcorn. Leonica says the other one is Cash Giraffe. Aki Hoya, she says any available side. I'm thinking you saying side hustles I can enroll into. I am new here. What are you open to? Hang on one second, Tanya. My phone. Okay.
What are you looking to enroll in? There are so many side gigs and side hustles that we talk about. Some of them involve taking surveys. Some of them, yes. Hey, never mind. Some of them involve playing games, mystery shops. So there are so many. Which ones are you interested in? Hey, Geraldine, do your medical jobs working with prior person? Yes, check out our blog, twochickswiththesidehustle.com. There are prior authorization and scheduling positions listed on there. Eureka. I have heard of Eureka. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, you're from Canada. Queen, give me until tomorrow. I do have a list of Canada things you can enroll in. Check our blog, twochickswiththesidehustle.com, and I will put some Canadian things that you can do. Hold on, let me see if I can find a couple that are good. I know branded surveys, that is good. That's a good one. And they do have a Canadian one, I think. Let me see. Or a Canadian version. Hold on. And I'll just put some that are for Canada. This is a good one. Survey Lion. Hey Cash, let me get that one. That one is a Canadian one. And Hey Cash, they pay you for, hold on, let me see if we still have that one. Product report card, let me just give you the Canadian ones that I could find. They do products reviews, so they will send you products to review. Product report card, and this one is for Canada. I'll tell Carol to put the list for the ones for the US. That is for Canada. Product report card, that's a good one. They pay you to review the product, then they will send you the product for free. Pinecone Research, they also do surveys as well as product testing. Carol and I have both done Pinecone, and these are for Canada. So if you want, I will put the ones for the US in one moment. If you're interested in playing games for money, here is Free Cash. I will check that one, and I'll give you one more if I can find it. I think that's it. If I find more, I will let you know. Let's see. Okay. Hold on, let's see. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find. Okay. Oh, handshake. Yeah, handshake. Okay, Leonica already said it in the chat. Health coaching. Let me see.
I got one. For the coach. Coaching. It's
You got it. Okay.
The company is Charlie Health. They are a part-time care coach. And I just put the link in the chat. Okay. What else did you want me to get?
Never mind. That list that had the product report card for all that for Canada. Girl.
They on the mystery shop. I mean, not the mystery. They on the side gig, side hustle list.
Okay. My husband is just, I believe he deaf.
Huh.
I believe he deaf. Because I can hear that to you. He ain't even been
I can hear it.
there. He ain't been there. He is not even in there.
Yep, I sure heard.
Let me go close this door because
Mhm.
I keep walking back that way. I think I hear him. Let me go close.
Angel, she says, "Happy Sunday, everyone. Can I get the information about the tax data entry?" I'm not sure about what job was that, Queen. The processing documents is on our other channel. Was that the one? I don't know about the data entry.
You looking for something?
I'm not sure about that. Poy says, I have an online research study scheduled for this Thursday with Sago that will pay me $70. All right, Queen. For the first hour, an additional 50 for the 90-minute webcam group. Okay. Congratulations, Queen. Sago is a good one, everybody. Focus group type of company, and you can also review products. And Sago is number 41 on this list. We had a queen here to receive a free printer from Sago just for giving her opinion about the printer. Everybody saying congratulations, Queen. Pat says, I have a question. Gig Spot phone web, they don't show anything until you click on the gig. Why is that? I hate going in blind. So are you saying, are you accepting the gig, Queen? I thought they show it to you before you accept it.
They don't show you the full, they'll show you a partial of it. They're not going to show you the entire
The
thing.
entire thing. Oh, okay. Until you get approved or accepted.
Yeah, until you accept it.
Oh, okay.
They'll tell you about the shop. They're not going to tell you who it's for.
Like what is okay. I don't know, Queen. I guess that's just how they do it. Poy says, thanks everyone. Leonica says, sounds good. Nick says, congrats, boys. You welcome. Is it Oyonce? She says, hello, ladies. Hello.
Okay.
Leonica says, congrats. Lula says, congrats. Celia says, dang, Poy's purpose. Okay, that's good. Yep, Angel is on our other channel. I put the link in here. Leonica says, I signed up for Pinecone the other day. Always Learning says, I just watched the text full-time document specialist. Thank you, Queen. Show Lady C says, congrats. Geraldine says, can I get the info again about doing prior authorizations and scheduling?
Let me see if I can find some jobs. Give me 1 second.
And if anybody else has any good news that they want to share, if anybody has any questions, y'all put them here. Queen Sunrise says, Leonica, she says, hey sis, how are you? Pastors, no, they don't show the gig itself. You have to click and then you'll see the gig, but I don't know if I'm accepting the gig or not. Oh, okay. Always Learning says, maybe that's the data entry tax job. Leonica says, I'm doing all right, sis. How are you? So right. Now, So Right is another queen, everybody, that made $3,600 off of mystery shops last month in December. So don't sleep on the mystery shop, side gigs, and side hustles, because you can be making more money really than a 9 to 5. Some people make more off of the side gigs and the side hustles versus 9 to 5 jobs.
Yeah.
Miss B says, thank you. Nick says, have anyone had any issues with branded games or hey cash tracking process on the games? Hadn't said, Queen, so I'm not sure. Anybody here has had any issues with the tracking process with hey cash or branded games? And so, right, if you don't mind sharing, Queen, how much have you made this month so far?
And what I'm putting in the chat is some scheduling and prior authorization positions that I see on our blog. I'm just going to post them here.
Thank you, Nikki. She says, hi, you sisters are so diligent to helping us. Thank you so much, Queen. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Leonica says, I am in between both lives. Laugh out loud. She says, I haven't tried the games on there yet. Jardine says, thank you. Nick says, thanks, Leonica. Sonia, so right, she says, I'm good, Leonica. She says, you're welcome, Nick. Carter says, hey, Nick, I had issues with branded surveys. It's not tracking the points for some reason on my end. Robin says, I see you all have Yachty on the list. Are they still looking for people? I don't know, Robin. I think they cut it off. I think the cutoff was the 5th, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. You can always send your resume and see if they email you back. Worth a try. You never know. Because sometimes they don't start all the time on time. I think the last time they did not start on time. So I would send my resume and just see what comes back. And then if all else fails, they'll have it again when the spring season comes around. They'll open it back up to accept resumes. Corn, you sound like you upset. About the only way you are making money streaming is Sim sending donations. Y'all ain't got nothing in motion. If you say so. We have a troll in the chat, but we're not going to give you any energy, sir. You have a good night. D. Silva says, yes, thank you guys for the community. You're welcome. Nick says, same issue, Carla. Thanks. Angela says, yes, I have an issue with tracking on branded, but the help desk stated to select the game, and there is a tab on tracking on the side to report the issue and to stop playing until it resolves. Okay. Pat says, there's an app called It's More, and they give you points, 10 points a day, and they have games and surveys, and they are legit. I get usually Amazon gift cards. They do have cash cards too. Thank you, Pat, for sharing. Nick says, thanks, Angela. Carla says, you are welcome, Nick. I'm going to try for a couple of more days. Geraldine says, God bless you, Tam, for doing that for me, and you two are the GOATs. Thank you, Queen. Thank you so much. Leonica says, congrats on your earnings, Angela.
And who was that? Wayne never asked for donations, whoever you were in the chat. So, and We never got no donation, so poo.
Like, we don't even do that over here.
Right. We don't even ask for nothing, so quit playing.
Bye-bye.
Right.
You probably mad because ain't nobody in your live stream. And we have kings and queens over here, not simps. We're not going to do the name calling, sir, ma'am, sir, ma'am. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I'm going to have everybody up in here laughing at you.
Them folks alone.
And Sherry says, I'm about to say, turn in a ticket on branded service. Also check your device. Make sure your location, etc., is on. And Leonica says, congrats on your earnings, Angela. Nick says, Carla, hope it works for all of us. Nikki says, exactly. Sherry says, and it's legit here, so donate anyway. Kelly says, y'all are a blessing. Thank you. Lula says, exactly. Nick says, thanks, Sherry. I will try that. So this is what Queen So Right said, everybody. So far this month, she's at 1,800 with the mystery shops. This includes $144 for 19 gas station shops that took about 10 minutes each.
Okay. It's only the 11 people. It's only the 11. Let's break that down by day. See, she got $1,800. It's the 11. See, the thing about the hourly pay, she makes $163 a day for 11 days. Okay. So the thing about this type of stuff, people, you can do this 7 days a week if you want. It is not like you are going hourly. You are just getting paid hourly. These things pay even when sometimes you don't have to take a long time to do these things. 10, 15 minutes, done. Do the report. Bye-bye.
Y'all so funny. Okay. Congratulations, Queen. So Right on the 18, Queen.
Yes.
So Right gonna probably have another 3K month. Carter says, okay, thanks, Sherry. Shannon says, I know, right? They just mad because they missed the gig that they wanted.
Right.
Leona says, congrats, So Right. Nick says, congrats, So Right. Queen Angela, she says, thank you, Leonica, and bye, Tro. The Saba says, since I'm new, it seems that you guys have more than one YouTube channel. If I may ask, can you explain the difference? Same thing, Queen. We just post jobs, just more jobs. Sometimes on the other channel, we do a lot of non-phone, high-paying, no experience on that one. But lately over here, a lot of the queens have been in the comments looking for non-phone. So we've been cranking out the non-phone over here as well. Celia says, ha, 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 y'all crack me up. All right, said Leonica, thank you. Sherry says, these ladies are legit. Mrs. A says, tell him tan, laugh out. Lillian says, congrats, So Right. Leonica says, you welcome, Angela. Teresa says, congrats, So Right. Celia said, bye, Felicia. April says, thanks, y'all, for all of the research that you do to share with us. Thank you, April. Carla said, Lordy, please don't get Carl started, sir. Ma'am, sir. Leonica said, you welcome, So Right. She says, period, So Right. Robin says, thank you. DeSalva, she says, great job, So Right. April says, congrats. Shannon says, get it, lady. Nikki said, wow, how does that work? The Callie, she says, awesome. Pat says, I live in a small town where getting help to find extra work, you have to do it on your own. People there to help you, but it's not the same as what you guys do. You guys help a lot. Thank you, Queen Pat.
Thank you.
Jackie says, you go, Sonia. Always Learning says if the two chicks needed money, they could do their side hustles. They educate people about. Thank you, Always Learning.
Thank you.
Shannon says it is a part of our everyday living. I get it. Sonia says thank you, queens and kings. Sherry says you're welcome, Nick. Pat says replace the hate with productivity. Every hate that you get, you just move on up. Use that hate as a stepping stone to better yourself. Amen.
Right. Ain't nobody got time for you.
Lula says, congrats, Sonya. Hey, Earl.
Hey,
Earl says, peace, fam. I'm late. That's okay. We know you probably working, Earl, working them side hustles.
Yeah.
Geraldine says, stroll, troll. Miss B said, congrats, so right. The Saba says, are these mystery shopping gigs in California? Yep.
I think she's saying Canada. Oh, California.
California.
Oh,
yep.
okay.
Yes, Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Sherry says, I'm on free cash. I'm listening though. Pat says, I am grateful anyway because every $1 I make or 2 or 3 or 5 or 25, it goes towards my cell phone bill, towards my gas, food. I'm grateful to just get 5, which goes towards anything.
Amen.
I know that's right. Short Lady C says, congrats, so right. A Jackie says, oh, you welcome, so right. Nick says, you welcome. Ursula says, you already ended on the 9th to accept applications for the winter, but you can apply for the spring. Thank you, Ursula.
Thank you.
The Sour, she says, okay, thank you for that. Leonica says, hey, Ursula. Akinio, she says, are there mystery shopping opportunities in Canada?
Yes, try Ellis. And who else was that? Hold on. Ellis Mystery Shop and
I'm gonna put Ellis here.
hold on, let's see. Ellis and Shoppers Confidential. That's another one. I'll put it in the chat. Okay. I'll put a couple of more in the chat. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I shop for Ipsos and Second to None and also Coil and RBG Group. I'll just put RBG Group. Second to None.
April says, congrats. Mocha says, hello, ladies. I'm late. I guess I have to watch the replay. Hey, Mocha. Leonica says, hey, Earl. Ursula says, hey, Leonica. Angela says, congrats, so right. Earl says, hey, Leonica. Salandra, she says, congratulations. Hey, pretty hair. Pretty hair says, if he don't motion... Now his A sugar at this chat. Yana said, Ursula, did you have to take assessment with Yardy? Yep, Yardy does have an assessment, Queen. Nikki says, correct. Ram says, thank you, ladies. Have a blessed night. You're welcome, Queen. Thank you for joining us. Nikki says, thank you. So Right says, thank you, ladies. By the way, you deserve any donations, tips that you're blessed with because you bless us constantly. Thank you, so right.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate that, Queen. Thank you. Earl said he got 18 now, Tains.
Oh, wow. You can every
18. Earl is one of the kings, everybody. He has 18 side gigs now. Earl too funny. He has 18 side gigs now. So Earl says his tip for everybody is to get at least 12 eggs in the basket, no matter what they are. Gaming apps, survey sites, mystery shop sites, task-based sites. Handshake is a task-based site. Outlier, MTurk. Those are what we call task-based sites. So Earl is a king, and if he can do it, you guys can do it also.
Yeah.
Autism Mummy is close to 60 side gigs and side hustles. Queen Helen, this queen is 65 years old. She has over 50 side gigs and side hustles. So, right, she has a lot of the mystery shop sites.
Yeah.
So, if these kings and queens can do it, it's time. It's 2026. You got to come out from behind Tan's bookcase. You can do it too.
We had somebody who came out for a little while today. Come on. Come on back out.
2026. We will not be broke. Y'all say it with me. We will not be broke. I'm gonna keep saying that. Ursula says, yes, you have to take an assessment, and it's kind of hard. The questions are very detailed. Short Lady C, she says, hey, Earl. Nikki says, are they in Virginia? So yes, Nikki, the mystery shop could be anything, Queen. Tan, she's just so eager to explain it to you.
All right.
She got her little spiel on it. I don't want to mess it up.
All right. So mystery shop is basically you are grading people for the service that you get. Now, the type of service that you grade depends upon you on what you want to grade. You can grade retail shops like McDonald's, clothing stores, restaurants, movie theaters. You can mystery shop anything. We say from churches to strip clubs, you can mystery shop. Now, you can mystery. The easy things to do are food service, gas station shops, things like that. Some of our kings and queens do what we call apartment mystery shops, where you will go and act as a renter and pretend to rent apartments. You won't actually be renting them. You will basically be grading the person that is waiting on you, basically the rental agent. So there are all types of things to mystery shop. Some things you will have to purchase, like if you do a food shop and it's McDonald's, you'll probably have to purchase something and they will reimburse you for your food as well as pay you for the shop. So it depends on what type of shop you do if you have to spend any money.
Yep.
Well, did I forget something?
I think you said everything. Because you said your favorite little spiel from churches to strip club. And everything in between.
Yes, ma'am.
You can mystery shop a hotel. You can mystery shop a jewelry store. We have had several queens to mystery shop gas stations, banks. Leonica says if she gets quiet, she's still here working on her side gigs and hustles. Earl says, hey, short lady, see? She says, hey, Earl. Carla says, congrats, so right. I'm gonna say Abo. Abo says, greetings, I missed it. No notification. Sorry to hear that, Abo. But the video will stay up. If you have any questions, we are still here. Drop them in the chat. Hey, Queen Debbie. She says, good night, you lovely young ladies and everyone else. Hey, Queen Michelle. She says, congrats, everybody. Ayana says, Ursula, thank you. And I am getting on Yardy. Blue says, how does the mystery shop work? Do you use your own money to buy products and then you get reimbursed? And I think Tan just answered that, Blue.
Yeah. Basically, it depends on the type of shop. Some you will have to pay to get purchase products or purchase something, and you will be reimbursed.
Oh, Yancy says, this is my first time checking in. I need a gig ASAP. Where are you from, oh, Yancy? Abo says, any at-home jobs for a survey that is honest. Are you meaning like the work from home job where you have to call, make the phone calls and ask questions and fill out a survey? Or are you saying like the actual, like the survey side gig, side hustle sites? let us know in the chat. Because I think I found a company a couple of days ago that do the surveys. Pat says, I'm sorry if you're mad about not making money off of anything on here. It's because you got too much time hating. Take that hating and put it into your side hustle or whatever you got to do. Sure Lady C says, welcome, oh Yancy. Please subscribe. Thanks. Ursula says, Ayana, you are welcome. Teresa says, only 5 minutes until the clock strikes. Okay, Abo, you are in Dallas. So are you looking for the actual survey sites where it is actually a part-time job, or are you meaning the survey side hustle sites where you yourself are taking surveys, you're not talking to anybody? Shannon says, wow. Earl says you need to get at least 12 eggs in the basket. And take a look at the list of, this list here has everything on it except for mystery shops, but it has like some task-based sites, some focus group, get paid to test product sites, get paid to read books, survey sites, a few gaming sites are on here as well. Queen T says we will not be broke. Sure Lady C says, Earl, how are you? Nick says, I got 10 so far. Just got to be consistent on them. What are some games similar to Just Play? Best Play, Nick, and Money Time. Yeah. Abo says, we will not be broke. Amen. Live, love, and laugh says, amen. We will not be broke in 2026. Abo says, I don't have a car to do the mystery shop. Look at Gig Spot, Abo. Gig Spot, you can do the telephone. You can do the telephone mystery shops. You don't have to leave the house. They also have what they call web shops. And the web shops is basically, they may say, go to Walmart, find this particular product. You will go to Walmart site, find a product, and they'll say put it in the cart as if you were going to actually check out, but you're not checking out. They just want you to place it in the cart as if you were checking out, and then they'll ask you some questions about that product. Maybe how long did it take for you to find it? Was it legible on the screen? Things like that. And that could pay anywhere from $25 to $75. We had a queen that did a shop like that, and she made $75 off the shop. Crystal says, I didn't know they were still around. Leonica said, Money Time is a good one. Been had it over a year, Nick. Ayana said, we will not be in between blessings for 2026. Amen. Nick says, I got playtime and play well. I will add Money Time. Thanks, Leonica. Miss B says, congratulations, kings and queens. Abo says, I need a sit-down job because of the back. Oh, okay. Well, Abo, I would say if you are new to working from home, look at the beginner-friendly companies. And I would say the majority of these here hire in Texas. The majority of them. It may be like a few on the list that don't hire in Texas, but the majority of, I would say 98% of the work from home jobs hire in Texas. Texas is not a hard to find remote state. Yancy says Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. What type of job, Queen? Shannon says, did you all get the likes and additional subs? I didn't even look, Shannon, but I can look. I think we got a few more people to subscribe the last time I came over here. So we are now, let's see, 32 people. We are 32 people away from 150,000. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for sharing the video. Thank y'all so much. 32 people. We probably can get it tomorrow. Hat says we mystery shop anyway. Anytime we go into some place, when we talk about the service or the cleanliness, that's mystery shopping. You might as well get paid for it, right? Abo says the side gigs, either one I can try, part-time job. Okay, take a look, Abo, at the link that I just dropped in the chat. This one is for beginner-friendly jobs. And I would say like the first 10, I think, offer part-time.
Yeah.
Ursula says Ellis has a few apartment mystery shops right now in Virginia. Yancey customer service. Look at the beginner-friendly. Most of those are customer service.
Yeah.
That says write down all of your side hustles, put them in categories or in a notebook, and also create an email for those side hustles or jobs or gigs. So that goes to that one that one email, and it's not scattered.
Right.
A jacket says, woohoo. Stephanie says she applied to VeriFast. Okay, Queen.
All right.
Yancy, you're looking for healthcare. There are some healthcare companies on the list, and we're going to talk about some tonight on the video. Deonica says, hey, Stephanie. Queen Shannon says, hello, everyone. I'm late joining. Welcome in, Queen. Stephanie says, hey, Leonica. Leonica says, hello, Shannon. Earl says, like and share. Thank you, Earl. Nick says, hey, Shannon. Abo says, okay, thank you, sis. Peace, love to you all. Thanks. No problem, Abo. And if you have any questions, we will be streaming again Wednesday. So if you run into like a hiccup, Abo, feel free to come back.
Yeah.
Joy says ChatGPT can create a spreadsheet for that. Okay.
That's true.
Yeah, that was one of Autism Mommy tips, to get spreadsheets to keep up.
Mm-hmm.
Once you start getting them, you'll get confused and be like, I didn't know I had this one. I didn't know I had this one. I didn't know I had that one.
Yeah.
Around the same time, Abo, probably 7:30 Central. A jockey says on Just Play, she has 54. Mode Earn app, she has 10. You promised 12. Fetch 20,000 points. Coin out 5,000. I bought her. She has $25.
All right,
Congratulations, Queen.
All right, Carrie, you ready?
I am.
All right, guys. So we have a list of 25 companies that will send you equipment. Some of these companies we have talked about before. Some of them we have not. But all of them will provide you with equipment once you are hired. They will send you the equipment. So I will go over a few companies on the list. There are a number of healthcare companies: ShareCare, Cardinal Health, Aspen Dental, CareNet Health, United Health Group, Elevance Health, Molina Healthcare, Walgreens is on here, Quest Diagnostics. They are kind of sort of healthcare company. They deal with specimens. And we have some insurance companies on here, MetLife, Prudential,
ShareCare.
I forgot. And we have a couple of banks, PNC. Oh, I took the other one off. Oh, USAA. No, I didn't. And did I say PNC? And the company Wealthy. I don't know what they do, but they do have customer service remote roles, entry level.
I think Wealthy, let me see. I think they do. Let me see. Is Wealthy the one that deals with like the family care? You know, like if you have to put your mom or grandma in like a care home. I think that's what Wealthy.
Yeah, care. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And if you are, some of these companies offer global positions, so make sure you check that out also.
Yeah, I saw Australia.
Good.
Yeah. And here come Earl in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's gonna either be Earl or Teresa.
Teresa already said we gave 10 minutes.
They sober, yes, they are in the chat. I just dropped the link. So if you click on the link, you can see all the companies that Tan just mentioned. Yeah, that's so funny. Thank you, Short Lady C, for stopping by, Queen. She says everyone have a good night.
Nice to see you, Queen.
Right, good to see you, Short Lady C. Joy, yes, ma'am. So the link is in the chat, Queen. I'm dropping it again if you guys missed it. So if you click on this link here, it will list all the companies that Tan just went over. So all of these provide equipment. Some of them may have entry-level positions. Some may require experience. I know Cardinal Health, they do post a lot of entry-level jobs. Exam work, sometimes I'll see an entry-level posted on their site also. Sedgwick, I think they have a few. I've seen a few entry-level jobs. Allstate, they have a lot of entry-level. They do a lot of like claims, auto claims. They'll have that position open. Conduent, they post a lot of entry-level. They may have data entry, customer service, claims processors. So y'all be sure to check out the list.
Yep.
Hey, Reba. Reba says, good evening, Carol and Tan. Just waking up. Congrats again, everyone in the chat. I pick up on some more eggs. 40 total. Sago wanted to know about how did I hear about them. I said 2 chicks. Okay, Queen. Congrats. Congrats on Sago.
Thank you.
Jardine says, Quest is a lab.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you see, Joy, when you clicked? Teresa, you so funny. Teresa, so you telling me, she said us that Washington isn't included. Laugh out loud. Short Lady C says, always good to see y'all. Thank you, Short Lady C. Here come Earl. 5-minute warning, Tan. I knew he was coming. I already knew. Leonica says, have a good night, Short Lady C. Joy says she applied to Cardinal Health, CareNet, MetLife, Conduent, and Aspen. Okay. Those are some good ones, Queen. Right. Short Lady C says, you too, Leonica. She says, thanks, and you're welcome. Hopefully, Queen Joy, you will hear back from those companies.
Yeah.
I know CareNet, we've had quite a few to hear back from CareNet Health.
Yeah.
They've been like dropping like crazy.
Yeah. You ready, Carol?
I am. She says, click the link. I seen the link, clicked it, but it didn't take me to the site. So it's not going to take you to the site, Queen. You'll see a list of companies. And you'll have to click on each link to go to their site. Celia says there. She says, these are just the kind of places I'm looking for. Healthcare and dental. Aspen, Queen. Aspen Dental. Lillian says, good night to all. Good night, Queen.
Good night.
Joe says, but I screenshotted it. Okay. Hey, Tarika. She says, good evening, Queen Carl and Queen Tan. Aspen Dental, Celia. I don't think I did one on, or was it? Did I do one on wisdom? I don't remember. I may have. Yeah, you know what, silly? I did do one on wisdom. You're right. Wisdom. Yeah. Some kind of dental place. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know if the job is still open though. That's the thing. I don't know. And it's another company that has dental. It might be United Health Group. Search their site, Celia, type in dental. I've seen a dental something recently. It wasn't Wisdom and it wasn't Aspen. It was somebody else. It might have been United Health Group. Somebody had a dental scheduler or something. But I can't remember. It might have been United Health Group though. Joy says I applied to CareNet and they get back to me fast. Okay, that's good. See, it says like wisdom too, Celia. She says laugh out loud. She said it was Aspen. Oh, I did a short. Yeah, I did Aspen, but I think I did wisdom also. But wisdom I did some weeks ago. Celia says, okay, just wanted to make sure I'll take a look. Y'all are such a blessing. Thank you,
Oh, thank
Queen.
you.
I'm ready, Tan. Y'all know Tan got to go to bed. She rushing me.
All right. All right. We will see y'all on the next live. Make sure
Thank
y'all check.
y'all. Hopefully on the next live, we will be at 150,000. Thank y'all so much. And we will catch you lovely kings and queens in the next video. Bye, y'all.
All right.
Y'all have a good night and a good week.
Bye-bye.